Hello, in this part of the tutorial, we look at part 6. Here we deal with the sign up screen. To be able to save meal recipes, one needs to sign up to the Firebase database that is linked to the app. We have updated the join view. Here we add a container, some layouts, and also 2 text fields and a button. Let's run the application and see what it gives us. We have also changed the transitions, so that it's x-axis based and no longer fade. There is our join form. It has an email and also a password field. The sign up button is disabled. We have activated lazy form validation here, that is why the email and password show errors, when not specified. This depends on the rules we have added. For the password, we have added 2 rules. One rule checks if the password is entered, and the other checks the length of the password. The password should be more than 6 characters long. Back to the code. Let's see how this has been created. Yes, we can use the abstract designer to create our layouts, however we have decided to code our way here. This is the parent card that holds the email and password text fields. The card has a toolbar and a title. The title has a background color and also text. We add the email and password inside a form. This form sits on the card text element of the card. For the form, we set a reference. We use this reference to run some methods on the form. We set the vModel of the form and set lazy validation. The form validation is false when the form opens. We create the email text field. We bind some rules to the text field. These rules will check if the email is specified when someone enters something. We add this email to the form. As all these elements are on this view, the rule should be added to this view component. A rule expects a callback function that will run for it. We follow the same approach for the password. By calling setPassword, we are enabling the toggling of the password. We also add rules for the password. One to check the length and the other to check if something has been entered. The password text field has 2 rules and it's added to the form. On the card actions, we add a spacer. This moves any other element added after to the right. We add a button. The disabled button of the form is bound to the validity of the form. When the form is valid, the button will be enabled, and vice versa. We specify the click event of the button, and then register the callback method for the button. When the button is clicked, the submit method will be fired. This performs validation on the form, and will then run additional methods of the app. We then finalize building the container by adding the elements together. This join view is then added to the router collection of the app. Below are the validating callbacks. They receive the value entered and will return true or a text string accordingly.